Today on the Platinum Patrol we have a Protoss in RathFr Raws playing against another Protoss in Fox. We'll have to see the RathFr Raws' skills as he is a random player, so we'll not be too sure what he knows what's going on with his opponent. His opponent definitely doesn't know what's going on though, since he did his Chrono Boost before he built a pylon, and then didn't have enough minerals to build the pylon. Thus, he was supply blocked. The most standard thing here would be for the Protoss to get a gateway. Raws gets a gateway. His opponent's gateway is late because he didn't have enough minerals to build his pylon because he chrono boosted before he built it. And then there's a forge coming down, so we'll have to see how Raws handles this incoming cannon rush. He's getting his gas, he's chrono boosting out his probes. His opponent appears to just be doing a cannon rush, not getting any gas, so it's not going to be it's going to be a more committed push. Raws is scouting this, so let's see what his response is. It's going to be to build the pylon on the high ground. He should probably look at the low ground, see if he can deny this, since he knows it's going on now. Stop building. He's still building probes. He has a chrono boost he could use if he's saving it for a unit. No, he could just wall off this high ground here. He's building his own forge to get counter cannons. If he walled this off with like another pylon, his enemy's probe couldn't get into his base to build something to give him vision. And that'd be really smart. These probes aren't going to be able to kill this, so we'll see if Raws is smart enough to wall off his base before this probe gets in. Apparently not, so this is going to build a pylon, and then he'll have vision for his cannons. In the meantime, there's a 1v1 probe chase going on the map. Well, in the back, his opponent is he's very committed to this cannon rush. Even the probe's helping out. I'm not sure how much damage that's really contributing. Here's Raws is just going for some cannons in the back. He loses his gateway, but it's not too bad. His opponent's building 2 gateways in the front. Does he have a cyber core? No. So he's just gonna build zealots and run up the base. I feel like this is the point where you build a cybercore and robotics to get immortals to break your opponent's defense, or you make a Stargate, some air units. But his opponent decides that triple gateway is the play after his cannon rush. Most impressive. In the meantime, the RathFr Raws is getting his second gas and saving up energy for chrono boosts on whenever I guess he's going to save it up for some production buildings since he doesn't have any. And Raws is building a cannon wall at the top of his base. We'll have to see if these 3 zealots that'll be out are going to run up into these cannons and die. Should be a waste. It looks like his opponent's planning on expanding. They built a pylon and a cannon at the low ground. Probably just waiting for 400 minerals there. And Raws' cannons finish up. There's no shield batteries here for the cannon rusher, which is a little odd. Also a little odd there's no production facilities other than gateways. You can finish this cyber core, so maybe we'll see some stalkers or something. Nope, we got 3 zealots. They're running in with 4 cannons. And they're trying to move by the cannons, and they die. The 5th cannon might have even gotten that kill. In the meantime, looks like 3 more zealots are on the way. Rallied back to his main base. In the meantime, just about has enough money for this Nexus. We should see that get built anytime now. Anytime now. Anytime now. I guess he doesn't want the Nexus. Then why would you build this cannon in this pylon if you're not going to build the Nexus? Instead, he's going for a Stargate and a cannon in his main base. This cannon? Oh my goodness, these probes are not getting the gas. Well, that's good for Raws. His opponent doesn't want his gas. He just has the probes hanging out outside the refinery extractor. Those are the 2 wrong buildings, the assimilator. The same building. We have 1 zealot made it back, and Raws has a stalker trying to take out a gateway. In approximately 1 year, that gateway will be dead. Let's look somewhere else. We have just the 1 Stargate. Fox is going to be in trouble if he doesn't realize these probes aren't getting him gas, because he's Stargate production will be supported enough if he has a build he is using But knowing the leagues here are not that high, I believe Diamond or so, then he probably doesn't have a build. Other than Cannon Rush. He has another cannon and a shield battery coming up. We'll have to see what he scouted of Raws' base. He knows Raws has a Stargate. Or he doesn't know about the Stargate. So that's good for Raws. He's building a second Stargate now. Looks like his Oracle's coming out. We'll have to see what our Werrow Fox does. Looks like he's trying to build a cannon in the back of his base. These probes are still not getting gas. Oh, the Oracle comes in. Starts coming in, takes out 1, 2 probes. Unfortunately for Raws, this means his opponent will start mining gas again once his Oracle leaves. Focusing down the Nexus is probably not the best use of the Oracle energy. But at least he did some harassment, some denied mining time. And there goes a cannon in the back. Yep. Well, Werrow Fox didn't put enough probes on the gas, so he's still just mining with 1, 2. Oh no, he does. So Ross's harassment actually improved his opponent's economy. It's unfortunate. In the meantime, there's a second Oracle coming out. His opponent seems to be very scared of these Oracles. He's building 2 cannons in his base. His natural doesn't have any yet, though. They are still tied on workers. And it appears they're both going for Void Rays. But Raws has 2 Stargates, and his opponent only has 1. The second one's finishing up, so we'll be finishing up in a little bit. Well, let's see if either of them go for any upgrades. And what is this we see from Raws? It appears we have Flux Veins coming out from his Fleet Beacon for his 1 Void Ray. Well, that 1 Void Ray can now dodge the opponent's army and not die. His opponent's army consisting of 2 Void Rays. See, we're in a very high economy game here. And it appears these Void Rays are coming, or the Oracles are coming in. Maybe they're going to try and get some damage. And the cannons drive them away. Maybe he'll get an Oracle tag off here, so know what's going on. Yep. Nice. He should see the level 1 weapons coming out from his opponent. Is he also going to get level 1 weapons for air? Not yet. He hasn't started it. We'll have to see how much of a difference that really makes. It depends. If the Void Rays are charged up, it's only like a 5% difference, the level 1 weapons. So it's not that big a deal if you have more Void Rays. But if in large engagements, it will be pretty significant. The Oracles are coming back. We'll have to see... Well, this cannon's finished up, so we'll see if he leaves. He just tags the cannons. Probably better to tag the army at the front, or maybe try and get the production to make sure you can confirm what he's building. Go back here, we see that Ross has now started his level 1 weapons. And it appears we're just going to have some units flying around the map for a little bit. These 2 Zealots are moving out. The 2 Zealots are chasing down the Oracles which tagged them. So the Oracles know where they are. They also know where these 3 Void Rays are that are following them. We'll have to see if Ross takes this fight. It's a 4v3 with the 3 Void Rays. He charges up. His opponent doesn't charge up. And that's 3 quick kills there for Ross. We'll have to see if he puts any pressure on after that. He'll chase down the Zealots. Behind this, it appears that Werrow Fox is making Phoenixes, and Raws is continuing the Void Ray production. Those Flux Vein Void Rays speeding around the map. We'll have to see if they can use their mobility to do anything. If we came in and killed these Stargates, that'd be pretty good. There's no cannons protecting them. Instead, he's going to come right in the front, fly through 2 cannons, a shield battery, and 2 Void Rays without even attacking and run away. Wow. That was impressive. If you want to lose your army and throw the game, that's what you do. You just move your units through the enemy static defenses and army without attacking. It's pretty good. In the meantime, Werrow Fox is up to his 3rd Stargate, looking for a mix of Phoenixes and Void Rays. Maybe he's planning on having the Phoenixes take some of the Void Ray damage once they charge up. We'll have to see how effective that is. In the meantime, Raws is still on 2 Stargates, but he's not producing from both of them. They still have the same worker count. But it appears that Raws is going for just like a more pure Void Ray army. And in terms of the Void Ray count, he has 9 to his opponent's 4, because he picked up those 3 in the beginning, which was really nice. So he could be pressuring here if he wanted to. He's going to be flying around. The speed upgrade really helps your Void Rays move around the map. But he's mostly been moving around the map and the neutral parts. He sees the third base of his opponent and tags it. And some armies. These oracles could fly away from these phoenixes. And they'll be fine. So that's fine for Raws. Unless they stop moving. If they just stop moving, they'll die. Alright, we have a sacrifice to the Phoenix gods. In the meantime, the 9 Void Rays come in towards the natural. They take out the 2 cannons, even with the battery. We'll have to see if the red player can defend this. Phoenixes are coming in, Void Rays are coming in. Raws sees the Phoenixes coming back. He focuses down the Nexus. Alright, Raws, these aren't corruptors. You don't just fly around the map and click on all the command structures and blow them up. We're not a Zerg here. Can't do that. Well, I suppose you can, but it's less effective. In the meantime, after his recall, we'll have to see what he does. He's massing up more units. Looks like our red player is going for +1 armor now. It's not as effective as +2 weapons, but he doesn't have a fleet beacon to start that. So we'll have to see. The fleet beacon was a large commitment by Raws, who's now ahead on workers pretty significantly though, so he has the economy. Well, he does not have the economy for these 4 Stargates, which none of them are producing anything. So we'll have to see if he ever starts using them again. In the meantime, we can start up 3 Void Rays. His opponent's sitting on nearly 1,000 gas bank. Probably because this Nexus died, he had to rebuild it. We'll have to see if that bank ever gets used up. In the meantime, Ross is moving out for a big attack, it looks like. Maybe he'll pressure this 3rd base. I believe he lost all of his oracles and didn't rebuild them. Yes, so we can't tag this army and see where it is and then take advantage of its position. He's got his 3rd base almost fully saturated now. His opponent looks like his Nexus is rebuilt at his natural. He's sending his probes back. Ross is looking to move in and hit either that position again or the 3rd. We'll have to see which one. Both have shield batteries at them. And cannons. He's engaging here. His Void Rays move in. Looks like his opponent doesn't know what the charge up button on the Void Ray is. That's nice. It means his opponent is minus 50% damage in all these fights. And looks like that's it. Well, it was a good game by RathFr Raws, who successfully held that early rush. But hopefully next time, we will see his opponent who knows what his unit's abilities are and how to click them.